Hi, Richard. Thank you for joining our program today. As the stock market has bounced back recently, does it mean the worst of this financial crisis is over?
No, I don't think so. What we've seen in recent times is a surge in investor confidence, and that investor confidence was inspired in large part by better than expected economic data from some jurisdictions, or less bad than anticipated economic data from some jurisdictions, some company performances that were better than anticipated in the technology sector, some lead order information that suggested that production might be gearing up again and inventories might be stocking in some industries. But we're not out of the woods yet. The data is very patchy. The most recent data that's out today is that if we take China, China's exports for May were down significantly again. Imports were also down for China. Unemployment is up again in the US. So the market has had a temporary rally or a recent rally that's likely to be quite patchy and volatile going forwards.
Do you think Hong Kong should follow UK to set up the super regulator which cover banks, listed company, insurance company and brokerages?
Many jurisdictions, perhaps most jurisdictions, are looking at proposals of that kind at present, at least in passing. They're contemplating that. And there's a very simple reason. If we can improve the coordination, the cooperation, make it a more collaborative environment, remove a lot of the bureaucratic and administrative functions so that we can streamline and simplify the processes, then theoretically regulation should be tighter, it should be more enforceable, and the regulatory regime overall will be much better than it otherwise would be. The real question is, can that be done? Is that what a super regulator will achieve? So very much depends on the implementation, as we move towards, in some markets, consolidation or aggregation of regulatory responsibilities into the hands of one super regulator, as some people have termed it.
What are the most important regulatory reform do you think we need to fix the problem of the financial crisis?
Clearly we need better education for everybody in the markets. The regulators need to communicate and coordinate more closely with companies, with individual investors, with institutional investors, to retail investors. There needs to be greater clarity of explanation. There needs to be a better understanding of risk. It's not the case that the improbable is impossible. We need to remember that. We need to remember that debt will increase in cost at times of uncertainty, and debt has to be repaid, and that there is no guarantee that markets will continue to go up, that asset values will continue to go up, and that some of the risk that we're exposed to is just a function of the market swings. Economies move up and down. There are boom and bust cycles. And there's nothing new in any of this, but what is perhaps a bit surprising at the outset of the troubles was that many people were taken aback that tomorrow wasn't going to be better than today or yesterday, and this seems to have come as a shock to some people, and it shouldn't have. So whilst I don't think anyone would have, or very few people, would have projected forward and understood the extent of the global financial crisis, it wasn't the case that we shouldn't have foreseen that there would be hard times.
Well, thank you for joining our program today.
Thank you, Enoch.